can honestly say of the entire reset routine that we tend to go through every single year, the one thing that I look forward to the absolute most is creating a vision board. What's up guys, it's Michaela. Today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to create a vision board that actually works. We're not just gonna slap some pretty pictures onto a board and cross our fingers that they actually happen. No, we need to actually create a vision board with intention and mindfulness and really good energy. It's really important to take your time at creating your vision board because it's going to be a tool that you're gonna use all throughout the year to keep pushing you towards the life of your dreams and towards everything that you're trying to achieve. Before we head to Pinterest, there's a few things that we need to do before we go into making the actual vision board. Like I said, it's really important to create this vision board with intention and mindfulness and also clarity. Before you go looking for any pictures, you really want to make sure that you get clear and you get specific on exactly what it is you want your 2023 to look like, because if you don't have any kind of particular specific idea, you're just going to kind of be all over the place, and it's kind of pointless to make a vision board if you're just going to be all over the place. The more specific that you can be, the better. I would also make sure that you have your goals written out as a reference point because it helps to go back and see like, okay, I want to improve my gut health. You're gonna go to Pinterest and you're gonna find gut health related pictures, and it's just a really good way to give you some direction on what to look for on Pinterest, because I know if you're anything like me, I can spend hours on Pinterest. I can download 1,000 pictures. I can find pictures that I love for days, so you really want to make sure that you have direction before you go and do that. Make sure that you're asking yourself questions like what it is you want to carry into 2023, what it is you want to attract, what kind of life do you want to create. Really just sitting with yourself and figuring out what exactly you're wanting is going to make such a big difference. I was actually watching a video the other day of Sam Oscarol. I'll link her video down below, but she was saying that whenever you set goals, you want to raise your hand and then you want to raise just a little bit higher, and then that is what you should reach for whenever you're setting goals. Your goals should feel a little uncomfortable. You should look at them and be like, I don't know, I might can do that. Once you realize how much you can push yourself forward, if you put in just a little bit of effort, you'll see you can actually hit that. Then you'll end up in an even better spot than what you were originally aiming for. It also helps to set like a theme or some kind of word or words for the year. So mine this year are consistency and simplicity. It could be 10 words, it could be 5 words, it could be 1, it could be none. Whatever works for you, roll with that. Now into creating the actual vision board, we really want to set an atmosphere for ourselves. Play your favorite songs, put on your favorite show or movie, light a candle, just really create an atmosphere where you're cozy, you're comfortable, and you're in a really good headspace. What energy you have, by creating this vision board, you're putting that energy into that board. So you really want to make sure that you're in a good headspace, you're in a positive attitude, because that's going to radiate into your board. Now it's time to dive into Pinterest. As far as finding pictures, you want to make sure that you go with pictures that make sense to you. It doesn't matter if it's like a random lemon or a random, I don't know, a random road, like whatever sparks excitement into you or motivates you or gives you inspiration, that matters. And it doesn't matter what it looks like to somebody else as long as it makes you feel good. Any of those that you stumble upon that go along with what you're trying to achieve, keep those pictures, download them. Another thing is you really want to focus on the feeling with these pictures. You don't want to focus on the material things, if that's like a car or money or whatever it is. You want to focus on the feeling of having those things and being in that situation, because that's going to attract it to you even more, and it creates more intention with creating that vision board. One thing I've learned with creating vision boards is if you're looking for pictures and there are some with people in them, or you like the pictures with someone else in there, I try to find ones that have girls in there that look like me or that are easy to relate to, or if it is someone that doesn't look like me, it's someone that I know that inspires me and motivates me. So like if there's a YouTuber that I watch all the time that really makes me feel inspired and motivated, then I might put them on my board. But other than that, I try really hard to make sure that it's someone that looks like me so that I can fully visualize myself in that moment, and that just makes it all the more powerful, because sometimes our brains can trick ourselves, and if we see someone else that is in that picture and they have that thing, it can trick us into thinking that it's only for them and not for us. So it's so important to try to depersonalize it from them as much as possible. I mean, you could even print your face or like cut out your face and stick it on the picture. Like make it where you can visualize it being you as much as you possibly can. Another thing that I did last year that I really loved and I think made a really big difference is to incorporate your own photos. So if there's photos of you and your partner or you and your family or just you in a really happy moment and that picture has a really good vibe, throw it on there. You want to bring that energy into 2023. Totally incorporate photos of yourself, and I think it helps to see you next to all of your goals or just you surrounded with everything that you're trying to create and what you're trying to achieve in the year. I think it makes it even more powerful because it really amplifies that feeling and that visualization, which is what we want, and that's going to motivate us to reach those things. Adding quotes into your vision board is also a really good thing to do too. I wouldn't overdo it, maybe like 2 to 3 different quotes, but I love the ones where you read them and you're just like, dang, okay, I have no excuses. I need to go take a step towards this dream life. Because sometimes whenever you're having a really bad day or you just feel kind of ick, we need to hear those words of inspiration and almost like a little kick in the butt, self-sabotaging, and just go for it. Just reach for your dreams because there's no reason for you not to. So I think that if you find a quote that really does inspire you and it kind of kicks your own butt, you should definitely put that on there. Now going to Pinterest and finding those pictures, I love to create a 2023 vision board. That way I have all of those photos in one spot. With my vision board, I like to put it in every place that I possibly can. I want my vision board to be like haunting me. I want it to be everywhere that I look because I want to be held accountable to keep working towards those goals. I do go to Canva first so that I can size it to my screensaver on my laptop, the screensaver on my phone, my iPad. That way, anytime I go to those, which I work on them on a daily basis a lot, that's going to be in my face every single time I go to those devices. And then also I just started using Notion, so I do import those images into Notion, and those are right next to my goals so that I can just kind of go back and forth in between them, and I can just have all of my pictures in Notion as well. And what I really love about putting it into Canva is they do have some templates on there, so if you don't want to make your own collage, you can just find a template that is the size of whatever you're trying to make, and then you can just drag and drop the pictures into the template. But for me, I really do love to customize my own and make it like nobody else's. That's just what I do. I make mine from scratch. I also really love to print my vision boards because I love to just be able to like hold them and touch them and then also have them into my devices. But printing them is really great, and with Canva you can actually format it into whatever size you need. You could also print out these pictures and make like a vision journal. I actually did that a couple years ago and I really loved it. So I just had different categories for each picture and then I like wrote my manifestations in that journal. Thought that was such a fun thing to do. So if you're able to print out the pictures, I would say to try that as well. Just make sure whenever you're creating it, you're having fun, you're getting excited, get motivated and get inspired. Fall in love with the process and think about taking the steps to get to that and how it's going to feel once you're there. And once we do have it created, make sure that you actually make a habit of looking at it every single day. Literally all you have to do is set aside maybe 20 to 30 seconds and look at it every single day. Take those seconds and soak in those images, soak in the feeling and the visualization of having those things. I swear it's going to make such a big difference because a lot of times we can just make a vision board and it just kind of sits there. We actually need to use it. We need to make sure that we're looking at it every single day. It's best to do it in the morning so that you can start your day feeling really good and inspired and just a good reminder of why you're doing what you're doing. Plus it really helps to see an overall picture because we can get so lost in doing all of these tasks on a day-to-day basis. It's kind of like having a roadmap, you know? You don't want your GPS just going and you're just driving and you have no idea where you're going. You want to have that roadmap in front of you so you have that clarity that you need and you can take a step every single day to get closer to it. When you're looking at your vision board, it's really good to ask yourself questions. So ask yourself, what can I do today to get one step closer to this? What systems do I need to implement? What beliefs do I need to have? Who do I need to become? A lot of the times the reason that we don't achieve a certain goal is because we haven't changed our beliefs or our identity. So a lot of people, like for habits for instance, a lot of people try to break their habits on the outcome level where we need to really change that on the identity level. So if you don't identify yourself as the person to have those things, you're never gonna have that. that. Old beliefs can sabotage new habits and routine and can hold you back from achieving what it is you want to achieve. You really have to evolve at the identity level. You have to embody that person that has those things, that healthy, fit person, that successful, wealthy person. Like, you have to really embody that identity, because you can self-sabotage yourself just by not changing your old limiting beliefs. My very last thing that I really want you to understand with creating this vision board is you need to be obsessed and not desperate. If you're desperate, it's going to create resistance. And being desperate is just a negative feeling. You really just want to become obsessed. Become obsessed with the process and the feeling. Being desperate creates a sense of lack, and you don't want that. That's not going to attract your goals or help you achieve your goals. You really want abundance and just to fall in love with the process and with your goal. And that's going to make it so much easier to take steps towards it, even the really tough ones. Is if you're obsessed and you truly care and you're so passionate about it, you're destined to get it. So that is the process that I take to create a vision board that actually works. Comment down below if you have any tips of your own that you use when creating a vision board, and also comment your goals. I'm very curious to hear what it is you're working towards this year. We're gonna make 2023 the absolute best year that we've had in a very long time, and I'm so excited to take it on with you. If you did enjoy the video and it helped you out, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.